Another day, another story. Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. Have you ever wondered what is British monarchy, its history and its significance? Why it lasted till now? Here is the answer to all of your questions. But before that, take a moment to like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The British monarchy is one of the oldest and most well-known monarchies in the world. It is a system of government in which the monarch, who is usually a king or queen, serves as the head of state. The British monarchy has a rich history that spans over 1,000 years, and it continues to be a significant part of British culture and society. History of the British monarchy. The history of the British monarchy dates back to the Anglo-Saxon period in the 6th century. The Anglo-Saxon kings ruled over small kingdoms, which eventually merged into larger ones. The first king to rule over a united England was Alfred the Great, who reigned from 871 to 899. The Norman conquest in 1066 brought about significant changes to the British monarchy. William the Conqueror, a Norman duke, invaded England and became king. The Norman dynasty ruled England for nearly 100 years, and during this time, the monarchy became more powerful. The Tudor dynasty, which lasted from 1485 to 1603, was one of the most famous dynasties in British history. It included monarchs such as Henry VIII, who is known for his 6 marriages, and Elizabeth I, who was one of the most successful and beloved monarchs in British history. The Stuart dynasty followed the Tudors, and it lasted from 1603 to 1714. It included monarchs such as James I, who was also the King of Scotland, and Charles I, who was executed during the English Civil War. The Hanoverian dynasty took over the British throne in 1714, and it lasted until 1901. This period saw significant changes in British society, including the Industrial Revolution and the expansion of the British Empire. The modern era of the British monarchy began with the reign of Queen Victoria, who ruled from 1837 to 1901. Her reign saw significant changes in British society, including the growth of democracy and the expansion of the British Empire. Today, the British monarchy is a constitutional monarchy, which means that the monarch's role is largely ceremonial. The monarch has no real political power, and the government is run by elected officials. Roles and responsibilities of the British monarchy. The roles and responsibilities of the British monarchy have evolved over time. Today, the monarch has several official duties, including representing the country. The monarch represents the United Kingdom both domestically and internationally. The monarch attends state events, receives foreign dignitaries, and makes state visits to other countries. Serving as head of state. The monarch is the ceremonial head of state, and as such, performs many ceremonial duties. For example, the monarch opens Parliament each year, delivers the Queen's speech, and presents honours to deserving citizens. Supporting charities and voluntary organizations. The monarch is a patron of many charities and voluntary organizations in the United Kingdom. The monarch's support helps to raise awareness and funds for these organizations. Preserving the nation's heritage. The monarch is responsible for preserving and protecting the nation's heritage. The monarch owns many historic properties, including Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle, and these properties are open to the public for tours. Upholding the Constitution. The monarch has a duty to uphold the Constitution and ensure that the government operates within its legal framework. The British monarchy today. Today, the British monarchy is a beloved and revered institution. It is a symbol of British tradition and culture, and it is often cited as a source of national pride. The current monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, has been on the throne since 1952, and she is the longest reigning monarch in British history. During her reign, she has witnessed many changes in British society, including the growth of the welfare state.